Hello, my name is Amanda Kingswell, and I am the Teen Services Librarian at the Jennings County Public Library. And my coworkers and I are reaching out to you guys to show you our resources that are online and that we can offer you for every school year. And we hope that you take advantage of it. I know we can't be there in the classrooms or meeting with you face-to-face, but hopefully in the future we'll be able to do so. So let's get started. The first thing I want to talk about is the Evergreen Library Card. It is what will unlock our resources for the teachers and for your students. Any teacher that is interested in providing library cards to their students, all they have to do is email us here at the library, and we can actually send you an attachment of our library card application. Now, depending on the age of the student, they will need their parent or guardian's permission, and they will need a signature. And I will get to that on our next slide. So down at the right-hand corner of the slide, you will see the Evergreen Library Consortium card. And that is the wallet size card, and they will also get a keychain card if they so wish to have. For elementary and middle school students, we are going to need a parent or guardian's permission to give them a library card. Now, our library is now fine-free, so we do not charge any late fees. However, if a book is to be lost or goes missing or is damaged, we do have to charge for that, so there is a fine there, and we have to make sure that the parents or the guardian is willing to pay or take responsibility for that if it should come to that. Now, teachers, principals, we can email you the application and you can print some off for your students, and you can either scan it back to us or drop off a pile here at the library, and we can get those all sorted for you and call you or email you when those are all ready. Now, for the high school students, it's a bit different. All you have to do is go through Mr. Green in the Media Center. He has the applications, and he'll have you fill those out. He'll get the applications to me here in the teen room, and I will get your library card ready, and he will come pick them up and get them back to you. Now, the Evergreen Library Card connects everybody to over 100 libraries in the state of Indiana. Our closest ones are Madison, Seymour, and Greensburg, and obviously Jennings County Public Library is part of that. Now, what that means is you can go to those libraries or any of the other libraries in the Evergreen system and check out materials there. And the good thing about that is let's say you check out an item in Seymour and it's due back, and you're here in North Vernon, you're right next to the library, just return it here and we'll get it back to them. Now, another good thing about this Evergreen system is now if there's a book or a movie that we don't have, and as long as it's not too new, we can look into the Evergreen system and have that brought here for you. Now, that could help out with research projects, any type of theme your class may be doing. If we don't carry it, we can get it for you. So give us plenty of notice and we can get that all set up and ready, have your books waiting for you, have the theme books ready for you. Just let us know what it is. It takes about 7 days to get materials in. Now, another thing about this library card is you can use it with your online resources. When you sign up for a library card, you're given a 4-digit PIN number. That number should be the last 4 digits of the phone number that was put on the application. Now, if for some reason those last 4 digits aren't working, contact us at the library and we will get that taken care of for you and switched over to the right PIN number. Now, on to those online resources that I just mentioned. Welcome to our online resources portion of this presentation. I will discuss with you all the online resources that the library has to offer, all with your library card, and your 4-digit PIN number that I said before was given to you when you were filling out an application. Should be the last 4 digits of your phone number. Good thing about these resources that I'm going to talk to you about, they're found on the library's website, which I will put that at the end of the presentation on that slide. Or you can get it through apps for your tablets or your phone. So they're really handy and they can be right there whenever you need them. These are a quick shot of what the icons look like for our online resources. We have Overdrive, Libby, Hoopla, Freegle, and Inspire. Now, Overdrive and Libby are pretty much the same thing. Libby's going to eventually overtake Overdrive, and you'll be just focusing on Libby. So on our website, www.jenningslib.org, if you scroll down to the very, very bottom, where you can't scroll no more, you will see all the resources that I am going to discuss. Hoopla, Freegle, Overdrive / Libby, and Inspire. Ancestry is something that we can only use for free in the library. And then Amazon is on the website, because if you click on it and you purchase items that way, the library will receive some type of funding. So let's go on to discover Hoopla. Alright, so right now we are on the Jennings County Public Library website, and like I said previously, if you scroll down to the bottom, you will see all of our online resources. Right now we're going to focus on Hoopla. I click on Hoopla, and this is the screen that's going to pop up. Now, for those of you that already have Hoopla, you know to type in your email and your password. For those of you that don't have Hoopla, you're going to need to click on Get Started Today. And you're going to sign up with an email address and a password that you'll remember. Please note, with the passwords that you make for yourself on Hoopla, the library can't go in and find out what your password is. You just have to go to Forgot Your Password. You'll need your library card number, which is that number below the barcode, and the 4-digit PIN number that we assigned you to. And to sign in, once you get signed up, all you'll ever have to remember is your email address and that password. So I'm going to go ahead and log in with my email address. Alright, so here we go. This is what the opening page for Hoopla is going to look like. It's going to have the featured items going across the screen. It's going to tell you how many more titles you can borrow that month. So I have 7 at the moment. A quick note, Hoopla has audiobooks, ebooks, they have television series, movies, comics, full music downloads, so you can download a full album, and all of those will return automatically once your time allotment is up. However, you're only allowed 10 borrows per month, and that number is not going to go up if you return an item, and the borrows don't roll over. So right now you see I have 7 more titles that I can borrow this month for September. Now once October hits, I'm not going to have 17 borrows, I'm only going to have 10. So it's something to keep in mind. Borrow wisely. Right now you can see my current borrowing history. I'm reading My Dear Hamilton by Stephanie Dre, and it lets me know it's going to return in 21 days. Now, this is your Hoopla showing you what's currently borrowed, your favorites, and your history. That's where you can browse everything that Hoopla has to offer. There is a kids version of Hoopla. That's basically just all appropriate content for kids and parents. If they have questions about their child using Hoopla or Guardians, if they're worried about what they can access, on the settings part of it, they can just click for kids mode, just click it to on, and anything that is not considered kids content will pop up, will be taken off of there. So let's go on here and let me show you how to borrow something. It's very easy. Let's go into comics, and let me see. I would like to read Teen Titans Beast Boy. So I'm going to click on that, and right down here where it says borrow, I'm going to click on borrow, and it's going to tell me that it's only available for 21 days, and it's available for streaming and downloading to my mobile device. Am I sure I want to borrow it? Yep. Click on it, and it lets you know that you can use it for offline viewing on Amazon, Android, and on the iOS mobile apps. So basically, like I said earlier, the Hoopla is available as a free app, so you can download it on your mobile devices, your phone, your tablet, anything you can download it on and you can read it on there, or you can watch your movie on there. Once it's downloaded, the good thing is that you don't have to worry about having an internet connection, and I know for many that's a great thing. Right here it's showing you that how to use the comics, because looking at them is a bit different. So I'm going to close that out, and then let's say I'm done with it, I want to return it. I'll just click the return now button and it'll automatically return it and remove it. But the good thing is if you want to if you see it and you're like, did I read that? You can just go up into my Hoopla and history and look at that, and it'll show you what books, movies, music you have borrowed. And that is Hoopla for you. Okay, so we're back on our website, the Jennings County Public Library website, and our next resource that I'd like to show you is Freegle. Now, this site is pretty interesting in that it is for music and music videos. So right up here at the top you can see I have 5 downloads and streaming is unlimited. What those 5 downloads means is that I could go through here and any song that I would like to have, I can just download it and it'll be mine. It'll save to my downloads on my computer. And those are mine to keep forever. There is no due date for those. They don't just automatically send back like in Hoopla. It's just 5 free songs. Now, songs themselves only cost 1 download. However, with the music videos, those can cost about 2 downloads. So that's something to keep, to be mindful of. It looks like we also have some audiobooks on here. And that would be good to use with the unlimited streaming, so you can just set and listen to an audiobook. And then we have the free featured artist. So if you have a favorite artist, you can type them in and search for them. And it shows right up here you have a recently played page where you can see music that you've listened to, or maybe even an audiobook you listened to. And then you got your wish list, where if you have reached your 5 downloads and you see some more that you would like to have, just put it on the wish list. And then that way when you come back you can go in there and check out your wish list. Now when you log in to Freegle, you will have to have your library card, because it's going to want to know your library card number. Again, those of you that have Freegle library card number, those of you that don't have it yet, you're going to need your library card number, your PIN number, and your library, and that should get you good to go. Now let's see. This shows you like featured playlists. This is different playlists for different types of the year. Whitney Houston, morning motivation. There's all kinds of playlists. There's a boy band one, and let's say I can stream it, so I can just listen to the whole playlist, or if I want to download it, I can click on it, and it's thinking quite hard. And on this page here, it clicked on to the full album, and to download it, all you do is click that arrow and it's going to download. Now once it's downloaded to your computer in the download section. Here is something that you might want to know for yourself and for your students should they have any type of questions about these downloads. You can put them on your iPod, you can put them on your phone. The thing is, make sure you back up everything that you download from Freegle, because if something should happen, that your computer should crash, your phone, you get a new one and it can't be replaced, or none of your data transfers over to the new phone, all your music that you downloaded from here is going to be lost, because there isn't a way to go back and see what you've downloaded. Yes, you can have the recently played, but that gets wiped clean after so long. So definitely make sure you have a backup. And that's pretty much the ins and outs of Freegle. Again, you can download it through Google Play or from the Apple App Store if you have an iPhone or an iOS. and I hope they get it and they enjoy using Freegle. Alright, so we're back to the website again, and I am going to take you to Overdrive. Overdrive is where you can download audiobooks, ebooks, there's some videos, magazines, all kinds of fun things. They have it in there by subjects. They have special collections, basically just different books based around different themes. Kindle books, so if you're just reading off your Kindle and you just want to know all the Kindle books that they have on there without having to go through there and just search through them, that's for you. We have kids and teens books, so kids, YA, all right here for you. And then we have, back to the main collection there, and then we also have magazines, which is something kind of rather new. And to log into this, you will have to have your library card and your PIN number, and you'll have to have your library name, which Jennings County Public Library. Now, if you download the app, I recommend downloading Libby instead of Overdrive, because like I said earlier, Libby's pretty much gonna replace Overdrive, and you might as well as go ahead and have it down instead of having to switch over to Libby. Now, I do recommend downloading the app, mainly because if you keep going through our website, each time you go through Overdrive on our website, you're going to have to re-put in your library, re-put in your library card number, and then re-put in your PIN. If you download the app, the Libby app, onto your phone, you won't have to worry about constantly having to refill all that stuff out. So definitely save yourself the headache and use the app if you can. One thing I like about Libby, and even the Overdrive app does this too, I have the Kindle app on my phone, and all I have to do when I'm reading something is read, like right here on my loans page, it shows you I'm reading Americanized, Rebel Without a Green Card, and I can click Read Now with Kindle, and on my app, it'll send it straight to my Kindle. Now, if for some reason you're having trouble, you can read it on the website. The only downfall to having to read it on the website is you're going to have internet connection. Whereas if you read it on a Kindle or read it on an ebook app of some sort, you can just download it to that app and you won't have to have internet connection once it's downloaded. Just like with Hoopla, these books will automatically return themselves. So once you see up here at the top, it says expires in 20 days. Once those 20 days are up, it's going to automatically return it, or I can return it myself. Now, unlike Hoopla, you don't have a certain monthly amount of an allotment. Here, you can borrow I can borrow 9 more titles. Then, once I return Americanized, that's going to go back up to 10. So, it's not like Hoopla in the fact that once you've used all 10 of yours, you're done for the month. No, once you return stuff, it goes back up. We have this right here is showing you my loan page. Shows you if I have holds on any books. So see right there, you see that I have a hold on there. Wish list, if I have requested for an item to be purchased by the library to be on here. Titles that I've rated. So if I've rated any titles, it'll be on there. Recommendations, again, if I've recommended something for the library to get, it'll be on there. And as you can see, some of the things I recommended have been purchased by the library. So there's Sweet, there's The Chance You Won't Return, and all those are saying borrowed, and it even tells you the date I'm telling that I had sent that in. And the next is my history. It'll show you all the books that you have borrowed, so that way you can kind of keep track of the items that you read and that you borrowed, because nobody wants to repeat what they're reading unless you want to read it again. And then we have settings, which is definitely something for younger students to pay attention to. Teachers, you might want to help them out in this because it can be kind of headache inducing. So right here, it's your lending periods. Ebook. you can have it up to 21 days. Audiobooks, 21 days. Video, the longest you can have is 7 days, which is kind of like here at the library, where with our DVDs, you're only allowed those out for 7 days. And then magazines, you can have them up to 21 days. And right here, it shows you that it's, for my history, it's displaying the books that I've read from January 9th of 2019. Now, content preferences. You can choose the type of content that you want popping up while you're browsing. I have all audience personally, but maybe for elementary school students, they only need juvenile. Or middle school students, you can have juvenile and young adult. For high school students, they might want juvenile, young adult, and maybe general adult. And that is, I mean, generally it's up to them, but if there's a concerned parent or guardian, again, you can show them that there is content preferences in here so that they can feel comfortable. Right here I have my Kindle preference clicked, so it'll only show me Kindle books to be borrowed for my ebooks. And then they have display options. So high contrast, it'll turn on a high contrast mode for the website, and then also has dyslexic font for the website. And Overdrive, if you give it your email, one thing I do like about this is that if one of my loans that I have is coming up, getting ready to expire, it'll email me and say, hey, this loan is getting ready to expire. And I can come in here and I can look and I can see if I can renew it. And as long as nobody's waiting for it, just like here at the library, I can renew it for 21 more days. Now, if somebody's waiting on it, unfortunately, I have to let the loan expire and I'll have to place a hold on it and just wait for it to come back. And let's see. I think that's about it for Overdrive / Libby. If you place a hold on any items, you will get an email as well letting you know that your hold is ready for you to download. And that is our Overdrive and Libby app. Okay, so we're back to the website, and the last online resource that I want to talk about is Inspire. Now, the Inspire database is a free resource that is provided by the Indiana State Library. And Inspire is a great resource, especially for students who are doing research papers, because you can see right up here at the top, it's saying find journal articles, news, educational resources, and more. And Inspire is great in that it's always adding things to it. There's always something new when you come back and check and see what's going on. Students can find all kinds of things. Let's say they're wanting to learn a foreign language. Well, you can have free access to Rosetta Stone Level 1. You have consumer reports, health and medicine, so that it has a database with texts from health and medicine resources. And then it has test prep for ACT, SAT, current news, historic newspapers from Indiana, digital collections from Indiana Memory, Indiana Legacy, which is genealogy, which some kids do like to do genealogy. And then teachingbooks.net is a favorite one of mine. It if you're reading a book with a book club, or you're having a book in class that you're reading as a class, you can go in here, type in that book, get the author's name. Sometimes there's author interviews, maybe a book trailer. There's also lesson plans on there for that book and some activities based around that book, which it's very useful, and I definitely recommend using that. And then newspapers.com, like it says, all about the newspapers. So it's a great site, not only for students, but for teachers as well. I know when I was in school, having to look up journal articles, magazine articles, you can do that all through Inspire, and so they don't even really have to leave the comforts of their own home. We would like them to come to the library so we can help them find their journal articles, and we'd be more than happy to show them how to use Inspire more in depth. So I hope you enjoyed browsing through Inspire. I hope you look at it and go through the different links that we have, because like I said, they're always adding more and more each time I come back to the page. Is that all? Nope. There's more things that the library can offer you in-house, And once all this COVID goes away and the restrictions are lifted and we're able to come back to the school, there's a lot more that we can do face-to-face. I mean, we can still do Zoom videos or any other type of videos for your school or for your class. And myself and Katie, our children's librarian, we do book clubs. We go to the elementary schools and the high school and the middle school, and we do different book clubs with them. If you have a certain theme you're doing for your class for a lesson, we could do book talks over certain books we have in the library. We could bring you some requested materials that you're needing, again, for that theme or that lesson you're doing. Also, for teachers that do research projects, if you give us enough advance notice about what those subjects could be or maybe what that research project is, we can get loads of materials through the Evergreen system for you. So that way no student is coming in and checking out all of our material and then all the other students have nothing to check out or nothing to help them with. And we're always here to help with any questions, help with research, anything that your students need, we're willing to help with, because we want to help you make our students and our children in this community successful. And we hope you have a successful school year. And if you have any ideas or anything that you would like to work with the library with, just give us an email or a call. We'd be happy to help. And that's all for me here with the library resources presentation. I have put my email and my phone number on here at the library, and I also put Katie's, our children's librarian's, email address and phone number on here as well. So if you have any questions, you want to reach out to us, have an idea that you would like to work with the library with, do not hesitate to reach out. We are excited and willing to work with you guys. We want to help make this a successful year, and we hope everybody stays healthy out there. Thank you for taking your time and watching my presentation. I hope you have a wonderful day.